Our case today was clavicle lengthening. So what we did was literally lengthen a patient's clavicles. So this person felt that his shoulders weren't quite broad enough for his physique, and it was a personal preference, and we have quite a few people who feel that way. So what we do to make them have wider shoulders is we lengthen the actual clavicle or collarbone. The longer your collarbone, the wider your shoulder becomes. Now obviously there's a limit to that, and the big limit for us is soft tissue, meaning all the skin and muscle and everything only allows things to stretch so far. Even more importantly, you have nerves that go down your arm called the brachial plexus, and that will only stretch so far. So we can stretch it to a certain amount, but if you start trying to go even more, you can run into some problems. However, we've been able to do this multiple times, and there are other techniques that can be employed that are way more involved, but potentially viable, such as distraction osteogenesis. Regardless, different topic. Bottom line is we cut the bone, we lengthen it, we put bone graft in from their hip, and this is so it heals much better and faster and stronger. And then we put metal plates on top and on front, so it literally sort of boxes it in, so it makes it very, very strong. And they can go back to essentially normal activity without heavy lifting, essentially right away. As far as heavy lifting, that takes a while. That's minimum 3 months, maybe more. We get x-rays to make sure everything looks healed before I let them do that. We lengthen the clavicle on average about 20 millimeters. In this case today, we actually went to 30 millimeters using a slightly newer technique. So this may mean that we can get 30 millimeters more consistently from now on. 30 millimeters is a little bit more than 1 inch per side. So in terms of how that translates into total shoulder width, that'll give you probably about, if we're doing 30 millimeters per side, that'll give you probably about, let's say 1.75, possibly close to 2 inches of total width, which is quite a bit. So of all the cases I've done so far, this does not seem to affect mobility or range of motion at all. In some cases, it can actually improve it if you really have short clavicles to begin with. So we have one patient who really had truly congenitally short clavicles, and they're rotated in. So everything's rotated in. So when your shoulders get widened out more, you can actually improve your range of motion if they were limited to begin with.